Toronto's skyline wouldn't be the same without it. A towering symbol of innovation, ambition, and engineering. The CN Tower isn't just a building, it's a marvel of modern architecture and one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. But have you ever wondered why it was built in the first place? Or how it managed to hold the record as the world's tallest freestanding structure for over 3 decades? Join us as VoyageVault uncovers the incredible history behind the CN Tower. The story of how this engineering masterpiece rose from the heart of Toronto to become a global icon. Why was the CN Tower built? The story of the CN Tower begins in the 1960s, during a time when Toronto was rapidly evolving from a regional city into Canada's economic and cultural powerhouse. The city's skyline was undergoing a dramatic transformation as high-rise office buildings and skyscrapers began to dominate the urban landscape. However, this rapid growth brought with it an unexpected problem: telecommunication interference. At the time, television and radio signals were transmitted from shorter towers scattered across the city. These signals worked well enough when buildings were low, but as taller skyscrapers were constructed, they began to block and distort transmissions. The taller the skyline grew, the worse the interference became. For a city with ambitions of becoming a global hub, this was a serious issue. In the late 1960s, the Canadian National Railway, commonly known as CN, stepped in with a bold solution. CN was already one of the most powerful corporations in Canada, managing not only railways but also telecommunications services. The company proposed building a single, towering structure that would rise far above the skyline, ensuring clear and uninterrupted transmission of radio and TV signals. But this wasn't just about solving a technical problem. Toronto's leaders recognized that the city was at a crossroads. Competing with cities like New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles, Toronto needed a defining landmark, something that would put it on the map as a world-class city. The CN Tower was envisioned not just as a utility structure, but as a symbol of Toronto's ambition, innovation, and modernity. The plan was ambitious: to build the tallest freestanding structure in the world, one that could withstand the harsh Canadian weather and symbolize Toronto's global aspirations. The stakes were high, and the challenges even higher. Could a project of this scale really succeed? The answer lay in the hands of engineers and architects determined to turn this dream into reality. Building the impossible, construction of the CN Tower began in February 1973, and from the outset, it was clear that this would be no ordinary project. The design team, led by WZMH architects in collaboration with engineers from CN, faced challenges that had never been tackled before. First and foremost, there was the sheer scale of the project. The goal was to build a tower that would rise 1,815 feet, 553.3 meters, into the sky, making it the tallest freestanding structure on Earth. To achieve this, the team turned to slipform construction, a cutting-edge technique at the time. Slipform construction involves continuously pouring concrete into a mold that moves upward as the structure rises. This method allowed the tower's core to grow at an astonishing rate of about 20 feet per day. The foundation was equally groundbreaking. Engineers needed to ensure that the tower could remain stable despite Toronto's high winds, changing seasons, and even earthquakes. To do this, they excavated 22 feet into the ground and poured over 7,000 cubic meters of concrete, creating a base that weighed over 35,000 metric tons. This massive foundation anchored the tower, ensuring it could withstand gusts of up to 120 miles per hour. As the tower rose higher, the challenges became even greater. The most dramatic phase of construction came in 1974 with the installation of the Skypod, the tower's observation deck. The Skypod, which weighs over 300 metric tons, had to be lifted piece by piece using a crane specially built for the project. This crane was mounted on the tower itself and climbed upward as the structure grew, a feat of engineering never attempted on this scale before. By the time the tower neared completion in 1976, it had already captured the world's attention. Standing at 1,115 feet and 5 inches, it surpassed the previous record holder, the Ostankino Tower in Moscow, by more than 300 feet. The CN Tower wasn't just an engineering triumph, it was a statement to the world that Toronto was a city of innovation and ambition. But the challenges weren't over yet. The tower would also need to prove its resilience and functionality. Could it truly withstand the elements while becoming a centerpiece of modern telecommunications? And how would the public react to this towering addition to their skyline? Those questions would soon be answered. The tower's cultural and scientific impact. From the moment the CN Tower opened to the public in June 1976, it became much more than just a telecommunications hub. It transformed into a cultural phenomenon, drawing visitors from around the globe to experience its breathtaking views and groundbreaking design. One of the tower's most popular features is its observation decks, which offer panoramic views of Toronto and beyond. On a clear day, visitors can see as far as Niagara Falls and the state of New York. But for the thrill seekers, the glass floor, added in 1994, is the ultimate attraction. Standing 1,122 feet above the ground, the glass floor allows visitors to look straight down, a heart-pounding experience that quickly became a must-see for tourists. The CN Tower also made significant contributions to the scientific community. Its height and unique design provided an ideal platform for researchers to study everything from wind resistance to lightning. The tower is struck by lightning roughly 75 times per year, and its advanced lightning rod system safely dissipates that energy, making it one of the safest places to observe and study extreme weather conditions. Culturally, the CN Tower see as it's a symbol of Toronto's identity. It appeared in countless films, TV shows, and photographs, cementing its status as an icon of Canada. It was even named one of the modern 7 wonders of the world by the American Society of Civil Engineers in 1995, a testament to its global significance. But as the years passed, the CN Tower faced a new challenge. How could it remain relevant in an era of rapidly advancing technology and architecture? The answer lay in reinvention, redefining the CN Tower in the modern era. By the early 2000s, the CN Tower's reign as the tallest freestanding structure in the world was coming to an end. In 2010, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai shattered the record, surpassing the CN Tower's height by more than 2,500 feet. But instead of being overshadowed, the CN Tower adapted, evolving into a destination known for its experiences and innovations. One of the most daring additions came in 2011 with the introduction of the Edgewalk. This adrenaline-pumping attraction allows visitors to step outside the main pod and walk along the outer edge of the tower, 1,968 feet above the ground. Secured by harnesses, participants lean out over the city, experiencing a rush like no other. The Edgewalk quickly gained international acclaim, even earning a Guinness World Record as the highest external walk on a building. The tower also embraced sustainability, transitioning to energy-efficient LED lighting in the early 2000s. These lights allow the tower to change colors for special occasions, such as glowing red and white on Canada Day, or displaying rainbow hues during Pride Month. These light shows have become a beloved feature, turning the CN Tower into a beacon of celebration and unity for Toronto. Through reinvention and innovation, the CN Tower has remained relevant, ensuring its legacy as a cultural and architectural icon. The CN Tower today, and its enduring legacy today, the CN Tower is one of the most visited landmarks in Canada, attracting over 2 million visitors annually. Its observation decks, thrilling attractions, and status as a symbol of Toronto make it a must-see destination. But beyond its attractions, the CN Tower represents the ambition and determination that defined its creation. It's a reminder of what can be achieved when vision meets innovation, and it continues to inspire engineers, architects, and dreamers around the world. The CN Tower has transcended its original purpose as a telecommunications hub to become a cultural and historical icon. It's a place where people gather to celebrate milestones, marvel at the beauty of the city, and reflect on the power of human ingenuity. From its record-breaking construction to its modern-day reinvention, the CN Tower remains a towering symbol, not just of Toronto, but of what's possible when we aim for the sky. And that's the story of the CN Tower, a structure that began as a bold solution to a technical problem and became a global icon. What's your favorite story about the CN Tower? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our deep dive into the history of Independence Hall, another incredible landmark with a rich legacy. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to VoyageVault for more amazing stories about the landmarks that shaped our world.